Oh, one absolute regret that I have is I did not stay patient enough to learn how to play piano by reading music, right? I'm actually able to play multiple instruments by ear. I can hear things and play them in more than an acceptable fashion. So it's actually challenged me early on in life when I was taking piano lessons, because I would memorize what I'd hear the teacher play. I'd pretend like I was reading it, but I never actually learned. So I tell my children today, because now they are learning piano, that the one thing that I regret growing up is I did not take the time to learn how to read piano music. I mean, to be able to sit down at a piano, pianos are everywhere, hotel lobbies, at church, friends' houses, and to be able to sit down, grab a piece of music for a song that you love and be able to play it and blow people's minds would be a really amazing skill to have. And I do really regret that I did not take the time to learn it.
A skill that I wish that I would have learned early on in life, well, I guess I was pretty early on when I learned it, but I wish I would have learned it as a kid, was to honestly just learn to have better conversation skills, not to be so self-conscious. And I don't know if that's a skill, but it really is. And just because somebody says, oh, this is my personality, I'm more shy, it's a skill that can be learned, to be able to talk to people and to feel confident with people and just feel confident in being able to engage in conversation. And so I wish that was something I would have learned earlier, because it would have helped me a lot more in my later years not to have to struggle through that as an adult.
Yeah, people skills are a developable skill, but they're also a perishable skill, meaning that if you do not use them, you can lose them, right? You can have people, there are people, like you said, that talk about being introverted, right? These are people that don't talk a lot, but when they do, they usually say something of substance, right? Then you have people on the other side of that coin that go, well, I'm a natural extrovert. They talk a lot, but unfortunately, most people know they just don't say anything of substance, right? So you have to teach the introvert, how to just be willing to step up and communicate more. Maybe like what Lexi was just talking about. You have to teach the extrovert to learn how to communicate things of more substance. And so, really both those aspects, introverted and extroverted, just talking about that skill and kind of building on what you just said, both of them have things they need to learn, but it is absolutely a skill that can be developed if they're willing to grow and if they're willing to invest into personal growth and development, if they're willing to go out there and put one foot in front of the other, right? Because truly the knowing, specifically a skill like that, comes through doing, right? The only way you become a good conversationalist is by engaging in conversations. So the great thing about any one of these skills is they are actually developable if you're willing to do the work and if you're willing to put in the reps.
Just like learning to read piano music.
Just like learning to read piano music. I could do it, but I don't think I'm going to.